How's it going, everybody? This is Gene Pauliscano, Director of Tennis at Hammock Beach. Today I thought I'd go over some basic footwork patterns for the game of tennis. You can do this in the confines of your own home. Basically what you'll need is a little bit of an open space where nothing can impede your movements. And you'll need 4 bottles of water, like I used in this example. You can use 4 soup cans, you can use 4 bottles of wine, you can use 4 cans of beer. Basically anything that you have access to. So the number one thing that you want to do when you're doing any sort of footwork patterns in tennis is you want to have a little bit of an athletic stance. So when we talk about an athletic stance, you want to have a slight knee bend, and you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. Too many times we see our tennis players kind of standing too stiff. Their posture looks great on their upper body, but their legs look just as stiff. So again, when you want to have a nice athletic base, slight knee bend, and again with your feet shoulder width apart, kind of keeping your posture, not kind of folding at the waist. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to do a little bit of a jog down the side of the water. So do a little bit of a jog. When I get to the front, I want to do a little bit of a side step. When I get to the opposite side of the rectangle, I want to do a little bit of a back pedal, and then when I get to the top side, I want to do a little bit of a shuffle going the other way. So again, all in one motion, I'm going to do jog, athletic stance on the side step, a little bit of a back pedal, athletic stance on the side step, then a jog. Very important to do it both ways, just to get used to it. Side step the other way, back pedal, side step the other way, forward. And again, back pedal, side step, forward, and back pedal. As you start slow and then start increasing your speed of doing it, the next thing I would suggest is to try to do it with your racket in your hand. Sometimes when players have their racket, their ability to move is compromised. And one thing that's important about tennis is the upper body and the lower body sometimes don't need to move at the same speed. So for example, I could be running very fast for a ball, but by the time I have to hit it, I have to use softer hands. And there's other occasions where I can maybe drop back slowly, but when I get ready to swing the racket, I need to swing it with a little bit of speed. So usually what I like to do is always start in a ready position when I'm going to do footwork with my racket. Ready position, I'm going to start by side stepping to my left, then I go back pedal. Side step to the right, jog forward. Side step, let's go the other way, reversing. So I'm staying in my ready position. You can see I'm also not looking at the cones, trying to kind of look down, see where I'm going. I want to keep my eyes forward, because that's where the ball's coming from. The ball's coming from directly in front of me. So I want to just make sure that I'm always keeping my eye on my opponent and where the ball is coming from. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at tennis@hammockbeach.com. Outside of that, I hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy. Hopefully we'll see you on the court soon.